So as part of the modularity, we've done a lot of work on the server side for creating modules and some work on the client side for consuming modules. But one of the big unanswered questions at the moment is how does everything work when we have a modularized distribution? So one of the things I set out to try and solve was how would it look? Can we quickly create a modularized Fedora 23 distribution? And then how does it act on the Yum and DNF side? This is that. The first thing to do to notice is that everything's going to be significantly slower. I'm going to be using Yum because DNF just doesn't work at the moment. We have a Bugzilla open about it. But there's just not been fixed yet. So as you can see, this would normally have been returned immediately with a normal Fedora 23. Takes like a second or so. We have about 100 or so. The way we did, the way I created the modularized distribution is to take all the groups in Fedora 23 and try and create modules out of them in as quickly and as way as possible. So we have just over 100 Fedora groups, Fedora modules from groups, and a little bit less for updates. So as you can see, we have many groups. We can have a look at specific groups to see what's inside them. That's relatively fast. And then we can do we can see that ZSH is in the System Tools group, and the update is in the update group, the module. One of the things is that we've discovered is that there are a few corner cases inside Yum where it's just not been used in a case where we have hundreds of modules or repositories. And in DNF, DNF seems to scale out significantly with the number of packages. So if you have a lot of modules which have a large number of packages in them, then DNF is not going to scale out that well at the moment there, as well as the scaling problem we have with the modules itself. One thing that I'm going to leave you with is if we do with the hundreds of packages, if we have to look at everything again, connect to all the servers, there's network time involved, so that takes a while as well. The other thing to look at is that we have default groups still, which still contain, in this implementation, there's two versions you can look at. The small modularized Fedora 23 and the bigger one. In the small one, we have these catch-all groups, catch-all modules, which are anything that isn't in a group. In the large version, we actually tried to create modules out of every single package. So out of these 15,000, that fails very badly the scaling out there is we have thousands of modules that end up, and nothing is expecting that. So to go back to the web page, this is it. It's on Fedora People Groups Modularity, and there's a Fedora modularized 23, so you can experiment with it as well if you want. It tells you how to set it up and how to revert it, because it's not being updated. So even though there are update groups, it's not updating as Fedora 23 updates. We could also do a Fedora 24 if people want that, but hopefully soon all of our tools will catch up and we can try and do the same kind of thing, which is a little bit less hacky with our server modularization tools.